So I started the 75 Hard Challenge in January of this year, 2023, and without doubt it had the most impact on my health and fitness than anything else I tried in this year. So I want to talk to you today in this video about what I think you need to know in order to have the most successful experience on the 75 Hard Challenge, even though I had to stop it after 6 weeks. So in the 6 weeks I did the challenge, it without doubt had a really major impact on my physical appearance, but I also learned so much and took so many great healthy habits forward for the rest of the year, which really helped me in achieving my 35-pound weight loss this year, but also changing my whole attitude to improving my health and fitness. So it's Christmas time, I'm completely not on top of life at the moment, so we're going to talk about this while I do my makeup because I am not ready for work. So let's go. So firstly, if you haven't heard of the 75 Hard Challenge, it's basically a mental toughness challenge, and for 75 days you have to take a progress picture every single day, drink a gallon of water every day, read 10 pages of a non-fiction book. You have to stick to some kind of diet, but I don't mean a weight loss diet, it just can be any kind of eating plan if you like. You don't have to lose weight on this challenge. You have no alcohol, you have no cheat days, and you do 2 lots of 45-minute exercise, one of which has to be outside. So it has a really strong fitness element to it, right? So first thing I think that you should know is you need to take this one day at a time. 75 days is a really long time, like 2.5 months to stick to something, which is so strict. Because the rules of the challenge are, if you fail any element on any day, then you have to start again from day one. So if you forget to take your progress picture on one particular day, you have to start again from day one, which is pretty serious because take any of these elements on their own, like drinking a gallon of water. Let's say you drink 3/4 of a gallon of water, that's still a lot of water. And you might be thinking, like, what's the point? Why don't you just carry on with it? But this is not a fitness challenge. This is not a weight loss challenge. This is a mental toughness challenge. So the point is, it's about proving to yourself that you can do it and learning some really good healthy habits in the process. So you have to stick to it really, really precisely for 75 days, which is also why you see lots of videos on the 75 soft challenge, which is, I guess, everyone's kind of own take on it, as in they don't feel like they can stick to everything, so they aim for like 1 portion of exercise a day, etc., instead of 2 or whatever. But I love a challenge, and there's something about a really strict challenge, and I really wanted to achieve the 75 hard. Obviously I didn't, but I learned so much in the process. So next piece of advice I have for you is not to leave everything until late in the day. So I definitely had some days where life just kind of slipped away from me. I started this challenge with a 3-month-old baby, my 3rd child. So I had 3 very young children, breastfeeding a baby, and it was a lot. And some days I would find myself at 10 o'clock at night trying to cram in my outside exercise, like jogging on the spot outside my door, and then trying to read 10 pages of a book while I'm falling asleep. And that is not ideal, okay? So the best days and the most successful days I had were when I started the day, like reading my 10 pages while I was feeding the baby in the morning, getting straight out for a long walk after doing the school run, and then getting my 2nd lot of exercise in the early afternoon, so that by the time that we get to evening, I have completed everything, so that I'm not chasing my tail, getting towards midnight, not having completed everything I need to for the day. That is not ideal. And ultimately, it was this inability to make all of the steps of the challenge work for me every day that meant I started to slip up. I had a few days in a row where I did not check everything off the list, and I just had to admit that I had technically failed the challenge and should have started again from day 1, but I absolutely couldn't face that. And also that was fine for me, and this is my next point, I guess. Maybe you can't actually complete the challenge, but for me, in 6 weeks, it was such a major difference to my life in general. I picked up so many great healthy habits. It really changed my kind of way of thinking about my health and fitness as well, and thinking of it all in the round, not taking like one element and thinking, right, weight loss, because that's the major thing, right? We're all concentrating on weight loss. There's going to be so much of it. We're going to be bombarded with it from January. Christmas will barely be over and we'll be bombarded with weight loss stuff stuff, right? Previously, I was the same, I was all weight loss, but thinking of my health and fitness in the round, my mental health, my fitness, what I'm eating, what I'm putting in my body, how I feel about my body, was so pivotal that I think this is the thing. You use it as a kickstart. I use it as a kickstart to really improve my health and fitness and my attitude towards my health and fitness. So maybe you can't complete the whole 75 days, but try. Obviously you go into it thinking, I'm gonna do this, and don't beat yourself up if you can't, because life happens. And for me, you know, with young children, maybe you have young children, maybe you're working, you have some caring responsibilities, health issues crop up, something happens to someone close to you in your life, things happen, life happens, but really just do what you can do. Remember here that you are competing with yourself and no one else. This is a challenge between you and yourself. This challenge is not about weight loss, and this is why it really appealed to me, because starting it after my third baby in 5 years with a 3-month-old, I didn't want to be punishing myself with a weight loss goal. And I think this is why this challenge is a really good challenge for anyone thinking about sorting out their health and fitness in 2024. You don't have to do really serious, significant kind of exercise. Like, you don't have to spend an hour and a half each day doing CrossFit. The majority of my exercise was walking, and like I say, I was 3 months postpartum when I started, and my fitness was on the floor, so I really had to just take it easy. Walking I could do, and I could walk a lot with the baby, so I put the baby in a carrier and I would just go out and I would walk. So you can absolutely do that. You can do 2 lots of 45-minute kind of walking. You can have a walking pad, walk in your house, walk while you're working, but this does not have to be really strenuous exercise. So I've got 1 minute until my work call starts, so I'm gonna have to leave it there. If you're thinking about doing the 75 hard challenge, drop me a comment and I will cheer you on down below. I am actually going to be starting the challenge again in January 2024, as soon as my kiddos are back to school. I will be documenting it here on this channel, so subscribe and follow along. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, it really does help, and consider subscribing for more content from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!